kind of in a funk, and also I was putting my hopes into this thing because I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it sounded really promising.
Yeah, I thought so too, which is one of the reasons I was like, oh, I'm just gonna hold off on applying other stuff.
That sucks.
So, yeah.
Mean. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Ah, it fell on me. That's the first time I've fallen in the first thing. Damn. No. Oh, it's all fucking hole. Oh, no. Ah, damn it.
Ah, fuck! I hate to see so.
Ah, man. Ah, fuck you people. Keep pushing me on the way. How are these people? Oh.
Ah!
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got on the edge.
Ah!
Help me. Oh, you've been helping these guys. Okay, fine.
So the trick, are you still on the seesaw?
I just got off it now.
I was gonna say the trick to that is you can actually just go right down the center and cling and jump and grab the edge.
I was wondering about that. I should have tried that, but oh well.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, initially, if you're like with the pack, that's not a good idea since everyone's just grabbing the walls. Or like if you wait for an opening, it definitely works very nicely, and you don't have to worry about jumping. Jumping over the, trying to wait for it to get fucking high enough.
Yeah.
It avoids the whole balancing aspect of it.
Oh, that side guy just fell right over.
Snake NYC _ NYC.
NYC.
Ah.
Yeah. St. Patty's Day today.
Oh yeah?
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day, I guess.
I work with an Irish guy who's from Ireland, so it's kind of a big thing for us.
Yeah.
So all day we heard Irish songs.
Nice.
Which are pretty cool, because I don't mind Irish songs, they're awesome. The Irish guy even bought us all lunch today, which is nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm still doing my own, have my own shadow at work.
You still have what?
The new girl who's kind of in my shadow, so.
Oh, yeah.
Shadow boy.
There's a reason that you got elected to be the trainer for that person is because that person's going to be doing very similar stuff to you?
Because she could have been with at least 2 other people, or one other person, but I think, my manager likes my work more than, well, I wouldn't say more than, but he trusts me with, training her.
Yeah.
He's gotten trusted that he knows how I work, and when he's seen that I like to do it, I like to help, do the training and stuff.
Yeah.
So he elected me for that.
Yeah, okay.
Because I think he's seen that I like to be helpful.
Yeah.
Like whenever somebody needs help, I'm right there trying to help out.
Yeah. Cool.
But, he likes what I do, so he wants me to try and pass my skills off.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense. That's cool.
Which is funny, because he could have given her to the person that's been there for 10 years.
Yeah.
But no, he gave her to the person that's been there for 2 or 3.
Yeah. I didn't know if it was because you were, like, last one there, so they, like...
No!
I don't know what the specific reason was.
He didn't tell me why, but I'm believing it's that reason, Ah! No! Fuck! I didn't mean to. Whoa! Whoa!
What?
I saw the green ground underneath the clouds.
Oh yeah?
Uh-huh. Give me my food.
Ah, fuck me running. One for that. Make this. Yep, I'm gonna make it. What about you? Did you get eliminated?
I was wondering when you were gonna figure out when I didn't even make it to the last one.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm the
I
worst.
said it twice and I freaking didn't hear it. That's because, you know, I was expecting to realize.
Ah, I'm the worst. I quit out. I'm good.
Really?
Sorry. Sorry about that.
I was like, I quit. I didn't make it.
I'm like texting my. I was texting my friend. I was texting Sabra about this job thing.
I was just like, I didn't make it.
I'm sorry.
I didn't make it.
Sorry.
Okay, we'll just go on this go.
Just gotta keep saying my name. Like John.
John.
John. I apologize. I'm the worst. Just a bit distracted. Obviously, this game is more important, and text messages can come at any point. They're not. They don't need to be immediate. The people I talk to aren't those type of people that need immediate messages. So it's okay. I don't need to respond text right now, especially because you have a limited amount of time. So
I know.
you got to watch me play Wall Guys though, so you at least saw that.
That's why I was quiet, because I was like, yeah, we'll just yell on this guy. It'll take for him to realize I'm not even there.
You should have just said, hey, I'm not there.
You're too far into it, so I'm just like, eh.
I'm too far into it. Oh my goodness.
Well, by the time you play it, it didn't make sense for me to jump out.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, hold on 1 second. Take my hoodie off. Alright, there we go.
You better now.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe, okay.
Man.
Hit bread! Hit bread. behind the hot dog. And I was, for a quick second, I forgot what I was.
You forgot what you were.
Because everything, all the other characters are covering me up, and I'm like, what the fuck am I? What am I?
What am I? What am I?
Yeah, what is that from?
I don't know, but it made me think of what's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box, damn it? God.
What's in the box?
It's such a depressing scene, but it's such a funny way to say it. I don't know why.
Out of context, it
Out
seems
context,
really
it's
funny.
hilarious. In context, it's horrible.
It's really fucking awful because you know exactly what's in there immediately.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I think.
What's in the box?
I think it's been a while since I've seen that movie, but yeah, as soon as they say see the box, it's like, yeah, this is not gonna be good.
And of course, it's got to be that creepy mother trucker, fucking Kevin Spacey.
Oh, I know. God, he's quite creepy. Well, I think he is a creepy, if I remember right.
What's that?
Isn't he the one who he can't really do roles anymore because he's a pedophile, right?
Well, like he's a sexual predator for sure.
Yeah.
I think he's done it. I think he's done it to underage men and older men as well.
I think it was, yeah.
I feel like that was the case. I don't remember. Yeah, because I think he has a history of on set of doing like creepy shit to people.
Yeah.
I think that was like one of the things. And I think it was both to both maybe men and women because I know he was.
Yep, there was. Because I remember reading that. It's like, dude, what? Come on.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it's super weird. Like every movie that he's ever done where it's like it's been a really good role, it's like you kind of look at it in a different light now. It's
I
like,
know. I don't want to say he's a great actor. Well, he is a good actor, but.
Oh yeah, for sure. But also, he's a creepy mother trucker.
He is, and yeah, he's just done terrible things. And it sucks, but.
Yeah, like the movie American Beauty is like completely different now.
Oh yeah.
Because he's a creepy dude.
He is. It's like, you know what? I don't want to support you anymore if you're gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
See ya. Oh, man, Kevin Spacey.
Freaking Kevin Spacey. I'm glad I never started watching House of Cards.
Yeah.
Not that I was ever planning on watching it.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I've seen bits and pieces of Mad Men. I know that. Is he in that one? Kevin Spacey in Mad Men?
No, I said House of Cards, didn't I?
No, I know you said House of Cards. I'm just saying, is he in this as well?
Is he in Mad Men?
Yeah.
I've never seen that, and I don't plan on watching it, so
okay,
I don't.
I know my dad watched it, and all I know is John Hamm. That's all I know. All I know is John Hamm.
Yeah.
And that's a good actor.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But, I mean, a lot of his critical acclaim comes from being on a show where women are... where he plays a sexist and women are treated like shit.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of like, we're really gonna praise a dude for being a dick in a world where guys are still a fucking dick? Like,
yeah.
Really? Like, I like him. Like, he's definitely done some... Shit, I just got eliminated.
Oh.
He's definitely done some funny comedy stuff. Like,
what did I see him in?
Like, I like the stuff he did in Kimmy Schmidt. I like this character in 30 Rock. Like, any of the comedy stuff he's done is fun.
Yeah.
But, like, I will specifically not watch Mad Men because I don't want to throw back to that time. Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't want to watch anything like that. Like,
I got eliminated, so you know.
Okay.
No, anyway, because I saw something recently that it was. I cannot remember what the heck it is. Now, what did they pin it? Jeez. He put in something recently that I really liked. I cannot remember what it is. Oh, Baby Driver!
Oh, I haven't seen that, but Kevin Spacey's also in that, I think.
Yeah. not very much, but I did love Baby Driver. It's a really good movie. I recommend that, especially with the music in it. It's great.
Oh, yeah?
That's the one I remember. Even that. Shrek. You didn't find Shrek? Oh god, Shrek Forever After. Oh god. You've been in a lot of shit. Simpsons. Okay, I gotta turn my phone off. Okay. Good timing. I forgot that Kevin Spacey was in the Baby Driver.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I've been wanting to see it because I think that's an Edgar Wright film, if I remember correctly.
I think so. It was really well done. The way they used the music is really fun. And also, I want to get a movie or music choice. I think it's like 80s music? Is that right? I can't remember exactly, but it's very well done. Yeah. Also, like, the kid who played Baby is a good actor too.
Oh, yeah?
Ah! Who's another creepy guy?
Well, luckily, despite the rampant shit that Harvey Weinstein did, we don't actually have to see his face in any of his films. However, we are constantly reminded of him, like, since he produced a shit ton of films. Like, I remember in college back in like the early 2000s, one friend and I were like super into movies, and like we used to think it was a big deal when we saw like Weinstein, like as the company that did production. Like we paid attention to the opening credits and stuff like that whenever we saw stuff like that. We're like, oh yeah, this is probably a good film because the Weinsteins are producing it. And now it's like in a whole different light. It's like, ugh.
Yeah. Which Miyazaki film was it? But the Weinsteins were good. Oh, and this is Mononoke. I think that's what it was. Even the fuck. I'm not gonna. No! Fuck you. I think it was Princess Mononoke, if I remember right. Movie. They were gonna produce it, or not, they were gonna bring it to America. But then Harvey Weinstein wanted to make some cuts to the movie. Oh yeah? And Miyazaki was not happy about it to the point where he sends Harvey Weinstein a sword and says, no cuts. No cuts? I'm like, yes? No! Fuck. No, I didn't make it. Done. Yeah, I'm quitting. Alright. Text the people. I'm listening though. Definitely listening. Are you listening? This time I'm definitely listening. I've been listening. Like it. You were talking about the Japanese film that Harvey Weinstein wanted to cut up, and the creator was like, no, not gonna fucking happen. So he sent him a sword saying no cut. See, I heard everything you fucking said. I'm actually really good at multitasking. So like, when I was doing tech support before, I could listen to a customer, take notes, or listen to a customer on the phone, take notes on my computer, and listen to somebody in the office talking to me at the same time. I could do all three. Like, oh god, it's been a while since I've had to multitask to that extent, but like, when I'm like really in it, I can multitask like fucking crazy, and I totally know what the fuck is going on. So if I have two people talking to me at once, I go overload. can't do that at all.
Yeah.
So, you're lucky.
Yeah.
I know he's not an actor, but wasn't he a creepy guy too?
Who?
Rashoma?
No, he's like that, what's that, like, political correspondent or whatever, like that has like radio show or whatever. He's just an obnoxious, like, right-wing person.
Okay, that's right. Okay, I never really, I just knew he was a bad person. I just never knew what for. More just from my own opinion, so.
Yeah.
When people tell me, you know, this person's terrible, I'm wondering. I remember you're talking about having allegations from there, and I'm just like, I don't want to trust that. I don't want to trust that ever.
Yeah, but like, at this point, I'm not fucking surprised. I mean, you know who I am, but like, I've done a lot of really fucked up shit that I'm not fucking proud of.
Yeah,
so,
we all have.
And I have, you know, I have no problem owning that shit at all. I mean, it fucking haunts me to this day. Maybe unlike some other people, like, I'm like really affected, drastically affected by the shit that I've done, and I've repeated fucked up shit that I've done too, which, you know, is even more compounding and ridiculous. So, yeah. So to me, it's not surprising. Like, if somebody says somebody did something, no reason not to believe them.
Yeah.
Because of the society we live in, and you know, it just fucking happens.
Yeah, it's more. I guess it's more about the repeating the stuff. So
Yeah.
while it's not repeated like a lot of times, that you can learn from mistakes.
Yeah, but so like the thing is that the thing is that we don't hold people accountable. It's really the thing. The whole thing is like nobody, you know, like I think like this whole thing with Joss Whedon is I don't think he's always been a dick. I think my proposal or my thought is that he probably was generally a good person initially when he started Buffy, maybe. And that what happened is that maybe he responded not the best way in a situation. Because he, like, you know, he's new or whatever like that. And this is, like, what he's doing. But, like, nobody stopped him and said, hey, you probably shouldn't have responded that way. And he would have been like, oh, you know, you're right. Like, if enough people would have said it at the time, said, hey, you know, came to him like, oh, you know, you're right, like, then that type of behavior, you know, doesn't become a problem. But because he's a white man and he's like the leader, like, on, you know, in that group on the set, nobody's going to correct him. They're less likely to correct him because he's a white man. So then in his head, he doesn't know that he did something wrong. And then he continues to repeat that behavior. And it, you know, it just kind of builds, and then like you get worse and worse because people, the bigger you, like he kept getting bigger and bigger, so then people are even less likely to call him out. So I'm proposing that might be one of those situations. I mean, he might have always been a fucking dick, but he might have got worse and worse for the exact same reasons that I just said. I don't know, but I don't think anybody's initially a dick. I think that our society just kind of, you know, builds those or creates those people because of the mass, what's what I'm looking for? Mass inequality that we have. It's so much easier to get away with stuff. Like, generally, you know, if people can get away with doing something, they're gonna fucking do it. That's pretty much how it works. And like maybe they do it by accident the first time or whatever like that. And they're like, oh, look, I just did this thing and nothing happened. Well, maybe I can do it again. and then they do it again, and you know that's the whole thing. Like if nobody catches you, you might do it, or maybe somebody sees it, they don't say anything, so you just keep doing it. So, like I think that's the whole like part of it is that we're not, as a culture, holding people accountable, especially people who have all the power and the privilege
Yep.
right now. Did you make it?
I did.
So that's like kind of the thing with me. Like some of the shit that I've done that's been repeated is that I've not been called out for it because, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's all fucked up.
Well, I think it's all more of a. It also depends on the era of, like, what the era is in. 'Cause we've really only, recently in the last few years, have started to call people and stuff. Like back in the Buffy days, maybe it was still pretty new to call something out and stuff because it wasn't quite the norm. It wasn't quite like people didn't know if it was okay.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the thing is, it doesn't matter what time period it is. If something's wrong now, then it was wrong back then. So,
Yeah.
like, yeah, you could say something and maybe nobody would have did anything, but, like, doesn't mean that people shouldn't have stood up and said something. Like, always, no matter what, people should stand up in something. Are there precedent, or are there situations in society that put people in a situation where it's not easy to do that? Yes, of course, we have a huge history of that. But the excuse can't be that just because someone didn't, just because there wasn't a precedent for people doing it at the time doesn't mean they shouldn't have did it. They should always do it. You should always do it no matter what. But oh, you just get going to the slime?
I went in the slime.
Okay.
Really, you gotta go in the slime?
Well, it's the easiest way to quit and still get my points.
Okay. Whatever. The crazy world we're living. Oh, I didn't realize you know your tool about that.
Yes.
Whee!
Yeah, fucking A. I'm watching this show, or this docu-series on Netflix called Amend, and it's about the 14th, it's centered around the 14th Amendment, and essentially what defines like a citizen, and so that you can have equal rights, essentially, like that. So, you know, it has its ties starting with like slavery, and then like it's, you know, tying into, you know, after the 14th Amendment is actually passed, which says that, you know, as long as you're born in the United States, you're a citizen. And then like, but like a lot of people were like constantly using, after slavery was ended, you know, with the 13th Amendment, black people were using the 14th Amendment to say, hey, we deserve equal rights. But like, no, there was no defense for it. Hence why we had Jim Crow in the South for like 100 fucking years before the, you know, before the civil rights movement and everything like that. So, so yeah, it goes through all that history, and then it's talking about like the 25th Amendment, which is the one that I don't even know if that's passed or not. I guess that's one of those things that I'm not getting involved. That was supposed to be the equal amendments right for women.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if that actually got passed yet, but So they were just talking about that in this episode I was watching. But I think then it goes on to talk about like rights for like trans and gay people as well. Like so, yeah, it's just all talking about it's like the history behind what defines a citizen and the struggle for different people of different identities to be, considered a citizen and actually get equal rights.
And then I think right now, even though like gay marriage is illegal, there's still a lot of there's a lot of inequality still with the LGBT community.
Yeah, for sure.
Like even like with trans, it's still iffy. It sucks because I think people are still like, oh yeah, if you're born as a man, you should go into the men's. What about a woman that looks like a woman but was a man before? Do you really want that person going into the men's room?
Yeah, it's so dumb.
It's like, the picture recently, or no, a long time ago, of like a trans guy who looked like a guy. And I'm not trying to think. If he looked like a guy, I'm not like trying to say like he's not one. But like, there's like a camera hat and pretty tight t-shirts that showed like the muscles and everything. So it's like the guy. It's like, do you want that guy to go into the women's room? He used to be a woman.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I think I'm okay. He can go where he needs to be, which is in the men's room.
Wait, what? What's going on? I'm so confused now.
A trans guy who was fully transitioned.
Yeah.
And like, would you want him being in a women's restroom?
Oh well, I'm all. I just think we should have unisex bathrooms at this point. It's kind of
yeah, pretty much.
I mean it's our, but I mean that's complicated and it's not that simple. Because obviously we still have a lot of really creepy fucking men. Like,
yeah, exactly. So that's still open.
Yeah, but like I mean, really, that's the whole thing. Is we should just have unisex bathrooms. And we need to get to a more unisex society so that if there's less there's less issues resulting in gender if it's just like whatever, like, that person does whatever the hell they want to do. It doesn't matter if they're a man, woman, or a trans person or whatever. We're just gonna fucking treat them that way. So that's really the thing. We just need to get to a more.
It doesn't matter what you are or who you are.
Yeah. Everyone poops, everyone pees. Like, let's just fucking get over it.
No one's going to try to get you in a bathroom.
Holy shit! I got launched!
So did I. Holy shit!
I got launched!
Yeah. Over the last couple of years, I've been trying to go more into, become hopefully more of a supporter on water rights. I've started more recently seeing some of the errors of our society.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yeah. Beep 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 beep. Alright, gotta add the 25th Amendment to one thing. You hate Hoopsie Legends? No, that's not the actual 25th Amendment. I guess I gotta look up ERA, Equal Rights Act.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It might not be the 25th Amendment. I think at the time it was going around back in the 70s. It was going to be the 25th Amendment. But
anyone?
Who do I?
Come on, go. Ah, I got it. Okay.
I got two!
I got three!
Oh, I just got a gold! I'm qualified!
Already? Damn.
Well, I think you get one gold and you're in.
Oh, 4.
Oh shit, Maddie, you were doing good.
I got walking. I'm running.
Oh, of course, here it is, Equal Rights Amendment. That came up really fucking quickly. Good job not fucking listening to me, Google.
Ah, fuck you. Never mind, fuck you. Damn it! I need 2 more! Let's just leave. Oh! Oh, let me run! Fuck you. Yeah. Oh, 5, I need 1 more! Ah! No, don't die, you fucker. Absolute fucker. I need 1, okay. Yeah, qualified!
Nice. Congrats. Alright, so... Sorry, go ahead.
No, finish it.
So the 38 out of the 50 states need to ratify an amendment for it to become official, like an official part of the Constitution. And so there's the original deadline ended in like 1982, but I guess recently Virginia just ratified it, making them the 38th state, but it's past the deadline, so there's like some, I guess it's not officially a part yet because of deadlines or whatever like that, so yeah, very interesting. But then like there's this lady that they were talking about who like led the anti-ERA movement, who was saying that like women shouldn't get equal rights, that the rights that they have now protect them, and like all this other stuff. Like it was fucking just absolutely ridiculous hearing this lady speak.
Yeah, right.
But the cool thing about this most recent episode I watched is they talked about somebody called Polly Murray, who I've already read about, who was like this really fucking like badass lawyer during like the civil rights movement all the way up until like the women's rights movement and everything like that in the 70s. And like she's relatively unknown, like nobody's ever fucking heard of her. She's a black woman, and she was also gay, and I guess would be considered trans as well. Like she definitely.
That's definitely why she's never been known to suck.
Yeah. So I was really excited that they mentioned to her, and they even like said, "Hey, if you don't know about this, yeah, there's a reason. There's like several reasons." So like I even like I think like she's like the stuff that she's done like even influenced like they became the basis for ending such segregation. She said stuff. Did you not make it?
No.
Oh, it just said 10 qualified out of 9. I guess 2 people used the same. All right, I'm quitting. Oh, is this? I guess this is the last one, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying before you.
Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, Polly Murray, definitely look her up. She's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna quit out.
I'm gonna turn my broadcast off.